Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear students. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Shahzad from Development Studies. Today we will discuss about Introduction to Community Development. So this presentation is based on Louisiana's community network, which is presented by them, and this presentation will give you about the introduction to community development, why community development is important, and how we can contribute in our own community to improve our community needs. So what is a community? Dimensions of community. Community is a place, population, political system, social organization, cultural system, economic system. Community must be defined so stakeholders can be identified and appropriately involved in the various stages of community development process. Community development is one of important subject for development studies, and we must know about community. First, community is stakeholders can be identified and appropriately involved in various stages of community development processes. Those people who are living in a gathering or in a society, or a people, or those people who have same interest and they are living in a community in a region, so they would have same political problems, social problems, cultural problems, and economic problems, and they will deal with it so that to improve their community. Community development can further be defined as what is community development. Community development is process and outcome. Structural changes in community include use of resources and the function of institutions, increased capacity of people. For the outcome, we can understand that more community assets such as jobs, income, buildings, and city parks, more resources being used by people. So, in community development, we need to improve community assets such as to provide job to the jobless peoples, to improve the income of the people, to improve the structure of the buildings, and to provide parks within the city. So these are the important things for the community development. What is community development? A comprehensive process to manage change that involves citizens creating a shared vision for future. Distinguishing characteristics. For example, it focuses on the whole community, emphasizes public participation as self-help, uses participatory democracy as a model for decision making, uses a holistic approach, often initiate the process using a paid professional from outcome. So, a comprehensive process to manage change that involves citizens creating a shared vision for the future is citizen participation both in purpose and function distinguishes community development from other types of interventions. Unless people buy into self-help and decision-making processes is open to all stakeholders, the process should not be designed as community development. So, again, I will discuss with you that it focuses on the whole community. It emphasizes public participation with self-help. It uses participatory democracy as a model for decision making, uses a holistic approach, and often initiates the process using a paid professional from outside. So when suppose in your community you have the problem of infrastructure of the road structure is not well designed, the canals are not well designed, and instead of you have to go over there in your own community and you make your own decisions, you should have to hire some of the professionals to make changes and bring positive infrastructural um, development in your community, so that it will be properly built, and through professionals it can be easily obtained in a very limited time. So for your community it is very much important to gather some of your volunteers within your community. When you gather the volunteers in your community, those volunteers in your community, they will form their own society, and that society will have some of the designations such as finance manager or finance minister or finance for example finance volunteer. One would be based on a person who will deal the community supervisory responsibilities. The other one would be dealing the schooling of the children within the community, and some would have the responsibility of the how to look after of the hospital management and other things. So all these things are concerns within the community, and the community will also focus on their drainage, sanitation, and clean water in order to improve the quality of life the people are living over there. The energy crises are too much in Pakistan, especially in South Asian countries where there is the electricity problem is very high, so they can provide clean and neat energy within that community in order to collect money and provide different type of solar panels or install some other renewable energy resources from which they can get energy. So thank you so much for watching for today. We will continue this lecture of the community development for the next slides as well.